us direction from above. We need a word from the Lord. A word from the Lord.
Our trials and our tribulations, instead of feeling like we are child and children of the King, and that goodness and mercy is following us, we began to think that there's a dark cloud following us.
And give us peace.
That's why you have to learn to detect the goodness of God.
Yes, sir.
Because surely there's some good going on in my life. Surely there's some mercy evident in my life.
All right.
Even at my lowest time.
Amen. Amen.
I believe that there's some goodness and mercy that's there. So say to your neighbor, neighbor.
Neighbor.
Oh, neighbor.
Oh, neighbor.
Detect the goodness of God.
Detect the goodness of God.
That's why it's always good to count your blessings.
Well,
That's what the old folks used to say all the time. Count your blessings. And many times we have to get outside of ourselves, because most of us here are really, really blessed compared to what's going on in the rest of the world.
well,
Many of us go to closets and we have to choose shoes, and there are places in the world where there are people that don't have any shoes.
Yeah. Come on.
Can you count the goodness and the mercy of God? We got to detect the goodness of God. Goodness is following me. It's following me.
all right.
Let's go to our second point. The duration of goodness.
All the days.
And many times we treat God like we treat some of our friends. Because some people that we thought was our closest friends turned on us. You know, I have many testimonies of people that I thought were my closest friends turned on me. And many times we look at God in that way, and we think that, oh, this is only a temporary time of blessing, only a temporary time of goodness, only a temporary time of mercy. But the text says that goodness follows, but not only does it follow, but it follows all the days of my life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Say to your neighbor,
Neighbor.
God's goodness
God's goodness
will follow you
will follow you
all the days of your life.
all the days.
Like this quote by A.W. Pink says, far above all infinite comprehension is the unchanging faithfulness of God. He never forgets. Somebody here tonight is feeling forgotten, and you can't feel the goodness of God, and you can't see goodness and mercy following you, and you feel forgotten. But there's only one thing, that God never forgets.
All right.
That's why the Bible tells us to wait on him, because he never forgets.
Yeah.
Guess what? Pastor Eton forgets.
Amen.
You know, I may make a good promise to say, you know, hey, I'm going to call you back in an hour. And you won't hear from me in about a day or so. And I think, whoa! I told that person I was going to, but I forgot. God never forgets.
Never.
Guess what? God never fails.
That's right.
Never fail.
God never fails.
Right.
And you've been around a winning tradition long enough to fail or to lose is foreign. Wait a minute. That's how you Sooner fans are. You lose? What is losing?
Right.
Hello? I can't say that for you other fans, but anyway. Some of us are used to losing. But there's some traditions where it's just like the American soldiers. I've used this illustration many times. Why was it that the combined forces, those who were not American soldiers, were abandoning the front lines? Is that they didn't realize that they were on the side of America, and America fails. At least we think we never fail. And we know in the army that we're on the winning side. Never, but God never fails. God never falters.
That's right.
God never falters. And many times things will happen and stuff will happen in our lives and we think that God faltered. That he faltered on his promise because mama died, or he faltered on his promise because my baby girl died. He faltered on his promise. But his word is true. He says that once is appointed for man to die. And if it was up to you, mama, daddy, sister, brother, nobody would ever die.
That's true.
Isn't that the case?
Yes, it is.
I've seen family members who had Christian loved ones living at 99 on their sick bed, having all kind of tools in them, and they still don't want them to go on. And all kind of pain and suffering. And they hold it against God. No. God never falters. He never fails. He never forgot. He never forgot. He never forgot you. You may come from a family where mom and daddy didn't treat you right. But guess what? God never forgot you. Well, they never celebrated your birthday, or they had another one that was a favorite, but God never forgot you. And everyone else was telling you that you were the tail. God was saying that you are the head. He never forgot. He never failed. He never falters, and he never forfeits his word. He never forfeits his word. And if it's in his word, we're going to experience it.
All right.
Yeah.
Goodness and mercy will go with us, but many times goodness and mercy has to follow us through our own faults, through our own failures, through our own mess-ups. But I thank God that goodness and mercy is following me everywhere that I go, even when I fail.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Even when I forget, even when I falter, even when I forfeit his word, goodness and mercy follows me. And I thank God for it. And I thank God that it's all the days of my life. I think there's a soap opera called what? Days of Our Lives. There's a lot of drama in that soap opera, isn't it? But many of us, we have a lot of drama in our own lives. But I thank God that he's there like he was with David when he messed up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That blows my mind. Goodness and mercy followed David because he deserved to die. And he knew it. But goodness and mercy followed him. It didn't mean that he didn't have to go through the consequences of his sin, but goodness and mercy didn't allow him to die. And goodness and mercy, though they lost one child, God used that same sinful union to bring the promised child through. And that always blows my mind.
Well,
Yes, sir.
Because for me, goodness and mercy would have left. When it had nothing else to do with David and Bathsheba, no, they're a bad witness. You know how we get, especially us sanctimonious folk.
That's how we do it. Come on.
They're a bad witness. Don't want to have nothing to do with them. Cause too much disgrace on the church. Cause too much disgrace. But it blows my mind how goodness and mercy followed him and forgave.
Another calm on the sea. But what we need is a special word that will burn within our heart and give us direction from above.